smelled like elif who were carrying soup. Um, I was thinking about my feeling today, and it reminded me a podcast I was listening, and it was knowing that when a person lose a part of a body, brain cannot really understand what is happening. So sometimes that part of a body itch, and you want to scratch that part, and it's like our feelings right now.
I brought, I was thinking like something healing to bring to her. So I brought aloe vera to her. And I do hope her rest in peace. I just wrote a message on the back of the little wooden piece that I put in, and just a message to put into the earth and into the tree for Dr. Elif Yilmaz, that their strength and passion and liberation can grow in the earth. I offered to the plant and to this ritual was a rope that I've tied into a monkey's fist, which I started doing a few years ago, tying these partly because I think they're beautiful, and then also I've done them more and more and actually gifted them to people, because I learned that the purpose of that, besides looking nice, is it helps you. You're trying to throw a line to somebody, it weights the line so it can make it to the other person. And so I was thinking of that and the kind of connection that we've made here today, but also the connections that I would soon and I made. Hoping that continues.
Someone once asked me what is my relationship with my beads, and the candid answer I gave was it makes my wrist feel heavy, so I will be slow to punch. So I offered a bead I wear every day made of jasper stones, if I'm not wrong, and there's something grounding in the energy that is absorbed with the I'm in a kind of alignment where our relationship with both living and unliving are also energetic relationships, and I think I left part of my energy there in nurturing growth but also being present. So yeah, and the entire procession was very cathartic. Just gave me form to being in grief while the rest of the world is happening. Those two things can coexist. So end of my pa pa pa, no pa pa pa. Thank you. I'm very ritualistic sometimes.
Acacia sorbifolia out of the Far East. It's a northern plant. Elif became a northern person. And yeah, I am looking forward to learning how to take care of the one that's in my yard. Thank you, Elif.
There was a beautiful moment on the path. So that, of course, it'd be at the exact time that it was a marathon, right? Or whatever they were doing, like with their the race, right? Like life. And then the little pug at the end was running, and it brought a smile to my face. And in the grief, there was also just her joy. Joie de vivre. And now we have a place to come and sit and be with her.
Well, this is beautiful, and even though beauty isn't really a category of the kind of art that LFC is particularly interested in, I think that she would also think that this is beautiful. That we're all sitting next to each other. And I know one of the things that she has taught me, and possibly all of you as well, she's reminded me that remembering, is protest.
I was also noting the wonderful juxtaposition of a slow procession and people in the last 800 meters of their race. I was also noticing the little bugs already starting to join here, and I think, Mukonzi, you said living and unliving and this web and this interconnected cycle. So that's what I'm thinking about in this moment.
Did you notice that as we've been going around the circle, everyone has been testing the weight of our ellipses that we're passing around? Yeah. So I was thinking about that, about the weight that we carry in that ... And I think while I was digging the hole and then waiting for the procession to come, what I was thinking about was all of the conversations that I wanted to have and that I've been having in my head with Elif Sue over the past few months. And I think another thing that's been on my mind as we've been doing this, as we've been going through our rituals of grieving, is how easy it is to talk about the joy and how hard it is to talk about the pain and the sorrow. She had the most infectious grin and laugh, but she also felt pain so deeply. And so one of the things that I put in there was a letter that she wrote being protective of somebody else, where she was taking her pain and using it to help somebody else be strong and live and thrive. And I think for us, we also hold on to that and think about how all of the parts of her can nourish us in our work and in our lives going forward. The parts that she suffered as well as the parts that she experienced such pleasure in. And so I also threw in 5 grams of marijuana to help her with that.
All right. There you go.
So what I offered to Elif Su into the plant was tobacco from 6 Nations of the Grand River, Ganawage territory. And it speaks to me coming from that territory and having my family there. But I chose to offer that because what's been on my mind a lot is an old Mohawk teaching that says, when turbulent times present themselves, we'll gather under the roots of the great swamp elm, and we'll put our heads together, and there for a time we will lodge. So this is our lodge. This is where we will gather when times get tough, and know that we will always be here for each other.
Something that I was thinking about while digging the spot for this tree was we came across a lot of roots, some of which we had to pull, but encountering all these other living things, beings under the surface that you cannot see from our vantage point here, reminded me that there's always something bubbling underneath and that we can never fully know what it is. And I also thought about the fact that this new being will mingle and mix with all of the things that are already there. And I think Elif Su is quite good at at least entering to people's lives and touching them and forming friendships and close bonds and relationships. I know they could be turbulent at times, but there's not a single person that came across her that she did not affect in some way, and this tree will do the same to the roots that exist now here. So I thought that was really beautiful.
What I was thinking was that, the the strange and unique connection she had with land, and while we were walking here, I noticed lots of graffitis on the banisters of the stairs that we were taking to come up. I noticed a lot of land back written on the banister, and it was for me like a reminder of her commitment to land back. If I would think about like one person who like if I would think about someone who was a true ally and like a non-indigenous person who was truly and genuinely committed to land back, I think that would be Elif Su, definitely. And I was thinking how this action that we did, it was like, yeah, I was thinking about the roots and how she now has roots in this land. She was, she never felt at home at anywhere, but she chose this place to be her home. She couldn't go back to Turkey for several reasons, and for some time she was also other places, but she chose this place. And she also has a Facebook post that says, so she is at the place that is called End of the World, and the caption is, I'm here at the end of the world, which of course, at my final destination, of course, had to be Edmonton. And yeah, it is the final destination. But she will keep growing within us and in so many ways. I can definitely see that.
I put it on the plant. Me watching all of you. It's okay. It's okay. I get the plant. I just can say that was really beautiful. What a beautiful people, community, and how much you can, like Elif Su, can be a beautiful person that have this beautiful people doing this. That was just very touching and mesmerizing. And I'm so proud.
So I have a request for an invitation. The request is newly planted critters need a lot of water. And so my request is anyone who's around, over the next few days and weeks, take a moment to I don't know, if nothing else, fill the kettle in the collab and come down and bring water or
We will put in the collab chat.
right. Yeah, who's watering this hour? And then just to there's a little, that cute thing that people do where they paint rocks and do things. Just a little, one of the houses in our neighborhood with some kids, they've got this little snake and they invite neighborhood people. And it did occur to me that if we feel things, we can always just paint rocks and have a little painted rock mound. Beautiful. Might paint that one. Anything for anyone before we close the circle?
I actually want to add, since it got brought up, I want to say to Makanzi out loud, thank you, because the runners coming by me, and he put his hands up and protected me, and also made sure that I was okay. Just thank you.
And I thought about my brother, like to echo what Inez was saying, because